Hi, my name is Madison Atkinson from the Boy 2020 workshop. When I first found out about the pandemic, I was in school in my Intro to Journalism class, and at first it was just realizing that it wasn't that serious at first because it wasn't even in the USA at first, and then after a couple weeks we learned that it was in the United States, and it became a little bit more serious as time went on, especially being in the school and the situation where people could get COVID and COVID was killing people. I didn't think it was that serious at first because it was only affecting schools a little bit, like making some schools go half days, but our school was only planning about if we might shut the school down depending on how bad it was. I only realized exactly how bad it was once the school said be prepared not to come into school on Monday. And then we switched on to online learning that Monday, where we just did all the online learning instead of going to school. And I was worried about my parents because my mom is an emergency room nurse, so she was being exposed to the virus a lot, so it was worrying me that she might get it. And I was afraid that she might come home and have it one day, which could affect my whole family, and I was afraid for her having it in case it did turn unfortunate. But I was just more worried about getting schoolwork done at the time as well, so it was kind of hard to balance what to be worried about and what not to be worried about. And then I was just losing that stress as time went on, and I learned that it wasn't gonna affect my family since my mom wasn't getting it and no one else was getting it. So I just had to take the precautions that everyone took. I still had to go to work and I had to wear a mask all the time. And then towards later on in COVID, I was less and less worried about it because nothing really bad was happening in my family. So I had less stress and I was finding ways to keep myself from stressing about it. And it was less worrying for me towards the end since I was just knowing that nothing was gonna happen for my family, thankfully.